Hello, welcome to another video. I am so glad that you are here because Valentine is coming up pretty soon. In this video, I will actually teach you how to make one very quick, very easy gift for Valentine's or for any other day. We are talking about this pattern that is called Heart for Valentine. And I have to be honest, I don't know anybody whose name is Valentine, but if you know somebody whose name is Valentine, you can definitely crochet one of these hearts and give it to them as a Valentine gift or for any occasion. I have to say that this pattern is very easy. It's beginner friendly, I will say, and also the instructions in the greeting pattern are very clear. So as you can see, I have 3 different sizes for this pattern. So this one it's small, this one it's the medium one, and this one it's the large one. And in the pattern, which link you can find in the description below, you will find the instructions for making all these 3 hearts. And in my Instagram stories, I made a quick survey of which size shall I teach how to make. So make sure that you follow me on Instagram so you can vote the next time. Most of the people voted for medium size, and this is the size that I'm gonna actually teach you how to crochet. Some factors you should know about this pattern is that it is very easy, it's beginner friendly, but also prolific crocheter friendly because you can actually make use of your yarn scraps. So go there and look for the yarn scraps that you have from your past projects because this is a perfect project for you. So let's go. So I'm gonna teach you how to make one of these heart outlines in crochet. It's a very simple project and very easy pattern to follow. So I will teach you how to make the medium size, which is this one. So as you can see, this is large, medium, and then we have smallest one like this one. So I made this diagram with the pattern so it's easier for you to follow, and this image will be included also in the pattern. Oh, and also the pattern that it's already available on my store includes all the 3 patterns for you to make hearts in different sizes: large, medium, and small. So in today's video, I will teach you only to do how to make one of this medium size, but in the pattern you can also find how to make the large and the small one. Okay, so let's go. So this pattern, it's very simple and you can actually use like scrap yarn from your past projects. The kind of thread that I suggest in the pattern, it's cotton yarn. This one it's from Bernat, from the Handicrafter. And here it's the label for you to see an example. So this is it, Bernat Handicrafter, 100% cotton, but you can also work with an acrylic yarn. And this is a medium kind of thread that suggests a 5mm crochet hook, but for this specific pattern we're actually going to use 4mm hook, so your stitches are tighter and you have a more defined shape in your final piece. By leaving like 10 centimeters of yarn just there, and then I'm gonna make my slip stitch as I will usually do. It's important that you leave like this length of yarn because this will help you to join your piece. So trust the process, just leave like 10 or 15 centimeters of yarn because this will be useful at the end. But now that you have your slip knot, you're going to work 34 chains. Okay, just finished my first row with 34 chains. Okay, and now I'm gonna skip the first stitch. I'm gonna skip it and work in the second stitch from the hook, and then I'm gonna make one single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So this is stitch number 1, 2, this is 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now I'm gonna make an increase with double crochet. So in the next stitch I'm gonna make 3 double crochets in the same stitch. So this is 1, 2, 2 and 3. You're going to put 1 stitch marker in the second double crochet, just like this. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. After finishing my 34 chains, I made 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches, but I skipped the first one. Okay, and then in the next stitch, which will be the 6th stitch, I made an increase of double crochet. So I worked 3 double crochets together in the same stitch. And it's very important that you put a stitch marker, or maybe put a or maybe a safety pin or a bobby pin or something that reminds you where to make your increase in the next round. Okay, and then after you're done with your double crochets, you're going to work 1 single crochet in the next 10 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then in the next stitch, I'm gonna work again 3 double crochets together in the same stitch. So this is 1, 2, and 3. And again, you're going to put a stitch marker in the second double crochet. Continue with 4 single crochets. So this is 1, 2, 3, and this is the last one, the 4th one. Okay, so this last one, the 4th one, you're going to tighten it a little bit. Okay, add extra tension to make the single crochet a little bit tighter. After this, you're going to skip 2 stitches, which means that you're not going to work in the next 2 stitches. So 1, 2, you skip them, and then you insert your hook in the next stitch, and then you work another single crochet. Also, this one should also be a little bit tighter than the rest of the single crochets. And then you're going to proceed to make 3 single crochets. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Okay, So a little bit of recap right now. After making my increase of 3 double crochets together in the same stitch, I worked 4 single crochets, okay? And then the last one here was tighter than the rest, just to achieve this effect here. And then I kept 2 stitches and then worked 4 single crochets in total, being the first one the one where I applied more tension, okay? So the single crochets that are next to the skipped stitches are the ones that are tighter than the rest, okay? So we achieve this texture that is going to give the heart this shape. And after this quick recap, I'm going to proceed to make another increase of 3 double crochets in the same stitch, okay? So here we go again. This is 1, this is 2, and 3. And again, I'm going to put a stitch marker in the second double crochet, just like this. And then I'm going to continue to make 1 single crochet throughout the row. So I think it's 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, 5 stitches till the end of the row. And this is how your project should be looking right now at the end of the second row. Now it's time to bring both ends together. Okay, now I'm gonna insert my hook in the first stitch from this side and make 1 slip stitch, just like this, okay? Now this project is having a little bit more of shape, as you can see. Now let's continue with the row slash round number 3. This third row slash round, you're going to work it in a round, right? So instead of turning your work, you're going to join and continue working in the same direction. You're not going to turn your work like you will normally do like this, but you're going to continue working in the same direction that you are currently working, okay? First row ended up here, and then you just join with a slip stitch, and you're going to continue in the same direction from right to left, okay? You're not going to turn your work. So here I'm just going to make 1 chain in the air, just like this, and I'm gonna work 1 double crochet stitch in the next 6 stitches until I find this stitch marker, okay? So let's go. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and now I'm going to remove this stitch marker, and I'm gonna work 3 double crochets in the same stitch. So this is 1, 2, and 3. And then after this, I'm going to continue to make 1 double crochet in the next 12 stitches until I find again this stitch marker. Okay, so let's go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, and now that you finish making double crochets in the next 12 stitches, and once you are next to this stitch marker, you're going to remove it, and then you're going to work an increase of 5 double crochets in the same stitch. Okay, so let's go. So this is one double crochet, this is the second, third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, so as you can see, I worked all those double crochet stitches in the same stitch where my stitch marker was. After this, I'm going to work one double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So this is number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then in the next stitch I'm gonna work one single crochet stitch, and then I'm going to make it a little bit tighter. Okay, and then I'm going to skip 2 stitches and make one single crochet in the next stitch. So I'm going to skip 1, 2, insert my hook in the third one, and make one single crochet stitch, and I will also make it a little bit tighter than usual. Okay, so I'm going to tie it like this. After this, I'm going to make one double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now that I am next to this stitch marker, I'm going to remove it and work 5 double crochet stitches in the same stitch. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 double crochets. All the double crochets that I worked them in the stitch where my stitch marker was. Okay, and then I'm going to continue to work one double crochet stitch till the end of the row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stitches. And then here I'm just going to join both ends with a slip stitch. And then I'm going to leave like 10 centimeters and cut it. And this is how your project should be looking right now. Now it's time for you to stretch it a little bit and give it a little bit of shape. Okay? And then you remember that at the beginning I asked you to leave like this length of yarn. So I'm going to actually join both endings from the bottom and from the top, or top and bottom, okay? And then I'm just going to do this, and voila! Now it's time for us to weave in our endings and the final touches. And voila, this is how your heart should be looking at the end of this whole process. So here are some ideas on how you can use this heart for Valentine to actually craft a more giftable project. And the first one is that you can sew this to your preferred jean jacket or to enhance the pockets of your jeans. I think that this detail can add a funky look, and also it can serve as a patch. You can make two of these of the same size and of the same color, and you can give your lover one of this, and either you sew it or you glue it to your backpack, to your jeans, or to your jean jacket as well. Or one thing that I made myself is that I glue some magnets, and now I have new magnets for my fridge, and it adds a very subtle, like cozy vibes to the kitchen, to the fridge, right? So this is how I use these patches at home. And another idea that I have for this is that as this is a flat piece, it can also serve as a bookmark. So you have your book, or your notebook, and then you just leave it there, and then you close it, and voila. So now it's a little bit chunky. It will be easier for you to find the page. Here it is. Or another idea that I have is that you can actually have them as coasters, which is how I use them sometimes whenever I am drinking a coffee at my desk, and I have to be honest, I don't have coasters at my desk. So sometimes these are just laying around, and then I have my drink coffee, and then they are just there, and then I just put my hot coffee there so my desk doesn't get damaged, and that is how I've been using this too. Another thing that I actually do is that I just use like regular pins, and then I just pin it to my pin board or to my vision board where I have, like, you know, all my stuff going on there, and then it will add a very cozy atmosphere to my very busy to-do list. These are all the ideas that I have for now, but then if I find another idea, I will upload it on my Instagram, so make sure that you follow me there. And then if you have more ideas on how you can make this patch more giftable or include it to another project, please let me know, because I will absolutely love to see how you make use of one of these patches, and I would like to see like all your creativity. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I'll see you next. Bye bye.